Is that possible? In an investigation, anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. Cat looking up from the chat. Yes, it's a federal crime. Yes, and this whole Nancy H. I believe Madeline had aged out of his target group. If you compare her 12th birthday pic to her 13th, she had developed quite a bit. He didn't have any use for her anymore and was getting rid of a witness. Nancy H., as I just said previously said, you could be right. However, unless we have definitive evidence of that, and that's almost like when we talk about motive. Is motive a necessary element of a homicide investigation? To get a conviction, do we need to prove motive? And the answer is no, we do not need to prove motive. Does a jury like to know the motive? You bet 100% they would love to know the motive, but they don't always know the motive. And as I said, it's not a necessary element to get a conviction. Venus Gal, we can't know, but I think it's very odd. It isn't confirmed that they did not live in the home of a mother, etc. One way or the other, has anyone watched the first interviews with Telemundo? I have not. One of the things that I try not to do on this channel is I try not to watch any other podcasts because I don't want to be influenced by what they said. I try to take it from the police reports and from, some respected journalists, some respected news journalists, broadcast journalists. But I think sometimes that you have to know what's true and what's not. And sometimes even the broadcast media put stuff out there that is a little bit sensational and not always believable. So I have to decide what's true and what is false and what is sensational and what is keeping with what the case really, which way it's really going. Wanda Courtney, Chris, we have all our own opinions, and I believe the mom knew of some changes in her daughter and what he had done to her. Wanda, as I said, I would never put down anyone's opinion here. I think everyone has a right to opinion, and all these things are possibilities that could have actually happened. They're not beyond the realm. Any of these things. And as I said, when Venus Gal, Telemundo is, I know it's news. I don't speak Spanish, though. I thought Telemundo was in Spanish. And interviews with mom and grandma in early hours. I respect Telemundo and the other station. I believe it's in Spanish, isn't it, Venus Gal? So, Christina, 1973. That's why I love your content, Sergeant Bill. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, again, one of the things, if there's any light at the end of the tunnel here, it's that this guy's not going anywhere. And I keep repeating it because we all wanted to see this guy go to prison for the rest of his life. Mama Bear, I believe she finally told mom screams and yelled at her, called her a liar. The mom didn't want him to leave her or didn't want to believe it. Maddie and her mom got into a fight. Look, that's a possibility. All of these things are possible. Linda S., the way the grandmother acted during her interview was really odd to me. No sense of urgency, no crying, no tears. I would be hysterical. Sarah Maddie, trust law enforcement to do what they took an oath to do. So many more good people in the world than bad. Sarah Maddie, I happen to totally agree with you. That's true.